guys, welcome to my channel. This video will be a Boxycharm video. This is for the box of October. Now I did do a mini review from the September box on a different makeup video, my first makeup video. I'll link it down below. It's not going to be as informative, or at least as informational packed, you know what I mean, as this one. So first I'm going to get into each item, how they worked on me and what they did, if I liked them or didn't, and more information regarding that. And then right after that, if you stay tuned, I will show you this makeup look that I did with the products. Okay, so for this month I got variation number 38, and I searched and searched and I could not find the weight for this specific box. So if you know where to find the weight for that, I looked in my email and my tracking information. I did not find the weight there. I also looked all over my box and I couldn't find it. So maybe I'm just blind. But if you know where it's at, please let me know, because I would like to know. I know that a lot of you want to know that. So this one is the After Dark box. And the first thing I got was the palette, Marvelous Mauve from Dose of Colors. Now I was really excited to get this palette. It's a little dirty because I used it. I was very excited because this is a great brand. From what I've heard, I haven't used their products, but I've heard nothing but amazing things. Now I'm going to show you this because this is me using it, and this is me not cleaning it, just so you can see. See that? So this palette is a matte palette, and I love mattes. One of my favorite mattes is that palette right there, the Lorea Pro Matte. Amazing. I almost hit pan on every single one. I love matte eyeshadows. I love working with them and then just adding a little bit of glitter. This palette is extremely pigmented and so blendable. It blends easily, so it makes any makeup look flawless, honestly. Like I said, it is very pigmented, as you will see. I'm barely grabbing any, and it's super pigmented. See it in my hand? Extremely pigmented. Look at that. And that's no base, no primer, no nothing. That's just on my skin. Very pigmented, easily blends like butter. Like if I just move it, it's just gonna blend easily. But there is a lot of fallout, you guys. So much fallout. And let me see. I have the brush here, and I don't like their brush. This is the brush it came with. I use this most of the time to put the pigment where the eyeshadow where I wanted it. But this one, it's like maybe under here to use. But look, I'm gonna show you. Okay. That's just going in there twice, right? Now, see that? I had to hit it a few times in my video to put it on, because when I put it on, it would just go into my eyeballs, and you'll see my reaction in the video, like, oh crap. But it's good pigment, but there's just so much fallout. Look at that, it just all fell here, and then it makes you kind of think, is it worth it? Because this one retails for $32. The pigment and the blendability just makes me look like I know what I'm doing. So I would have to see if I get another one, but I'm happy that I got Boxycharm because it gives me a chance to try this, because normally I wouldn't be able to get this and all these items. Now all my items together retail for $146, and I only paid $21. So I think it's worth it to get the box, because you never know what you get. But it's just such great pigment and blendability that I'm willing to oversee how much fallout there is. I really am. And it's such a beautiful palette, so I can be able to display it up there, and it looks so pretty. So that's my thoughts on that one. And then the next thing that I got was the Touch in Soul Pretty Filter. Oh, there you go. Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. Now I don't have the boxes for anything because I have been using this one. I put it on 4 times already. That means in 4 days I actually tested this out. That is why this video took me so long. I like to test out actual products that are for overnight or mask or anything like that, because I want to give you my honest review, and if it worked for my skin type, which is more of a dry skin. I am only combo in my nose. That's the part that gets oily. Everything else is super dry and dehydrated. Honestly, it craves moisture and creams. It's a really nice, I don't even know. It's like, it smells like the beach. And that is how the inside looks. I grab a small amount and I only put it, like I said, around my face. And I use it as a primer on my video. and I only prime the center of my nose with my e.l.f. poreless primer because I know that area gets oily. And you can still see the glow in my, not even just my highlighter, but in my foundation. You know, you'll see my baby hairs. But this is really nice. I do like this. I was kind of wanting that spray bottle, the spray, the one that gives you nice glitz and glitters and shimmers. But after getting this, I love that because winter is coming now and I'm gonna be in desperate need of this. So this is normally, it already stuck to the paper. This one retails for $32. I would definitely, if you know my bank account allow me to, I would definitely be getting this again. Because I only need a little pea-size amount and you rub it in. It's very, it feels watery when you first put it on, and as you go in it starts feeling thicker, and then you feel a nice thick coat, but it's not overwhelming and it's not like a film or anything like that. It just dissolves and goes into your skin. So I would definitely recommend this for dry skin people or for people that have issues putting on their foundation and it looking very caked up. This is good for that. My next item is the iconic London Lip Plumping Gloss, which is this one. And I got the color, hold on, I'm blind. Nearly Nude. It's really pretty packaging. I love the rose gold. It has a tingle and it tingles in your lips and it's very minty, refreshing, almost like you brush your teeth. It smells minty too. This is how this looks, and I'll just swatch it so you guys can see. It does have a really pretty pigment. It for some reason looks way more pigmented on camera than it does in person. I have it on. I just put a very similar lip liner all over my lips. I do not have the code for that. I mean the link for that, because I bought it in Chicago like a long time ago, years ago, and it matches my lips identically. That's why I like that one. And then I just put this on top. I have no other lipstick. So I like that it's very shiny, but it is sticky. It claims to not be sticky, at least from what I read. Plumping gloss, a combo of non-sticky gloss and plumping power. I don't think it did any plumping. Now, since it's so glossy, it makes my lips look bigger. So I get that part. But I don't think that it's non-sticky in my opinion. Because, I don't know, maybe after the video I'll show you again. You see how it starts sticking towards the end? And when that happens with lip glosses, and you talk too much, you'll end up having the edges of your lips start sticking. That not only looks really bad, but it feels horrible too. And I did test this out 3 times as well, one day after another. Even if I had no makeup on, I just threw this on. And I ended up getting the sticky sides. So this one retails for $26. That's expensive. That's expensive. For a lip gloss. I have a ton of lip glosses and I pay like $5, $6 for them, unless I really like one that has extreme pigment. I'm glad I got the box because I wouldn't buy this normally outside. Would I buy more of these if they come out more pigmented or even metallic, like for Halloween? I probably will, but I don't think it did anything else but gloss my lips, honestly. But that's my opinion on that one. And I like how I got like everything is like pinky. Pinky mauve, so pretty. Okay, the next item I got is the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask, and I did try this on 4 times. This one was 4 times too. I might have said 3, but it was 4 times. Plus today, I didn't count today. Now, like I said, my video is one of the last ones because I took so long to review it. Now, this is supposed to nourish prebiotic green mask. It's supposed to from my understanding, it's supposed to brighten. Let me make sure. Get a shot of green goodness with a treatment mask that nourishes, smooth, and brightens for softer, smoother, more radiant skin. It is $35. Now, anytime I put any clay mask or any type of pore mask that have charcoal or anything like that, it tends to dehydrate my skin and just make it so dry, extremely dry. I was very scared to try this because anytime I change up my routine of products I use on my face, I break out. And I'm not sure if it was this or this, but I did get a pimple here, and you will see it on the video when I do my makeup look. I'm not sure which one it was. I used both at the same time, not the same time, but the same days. So I'm not sure which one it was. But this didn't really leave me feeling that crazy dry. You know when you shower and you come out of the shower and your skin is like it's dry and it's asking for you to just grab moisturizer and throw it on your face. That's how my skin normally is. Lately I've been taking care of it the last 2 months, haven't had one single pimple, one breakout, and I did now. So I'm not sure if it is this. I don't want to blame it just because I'm not sure. I will try it separately and do a review video on it to see if there's any changes. But this definitely brightened me up. I felt like when I put this on and took it off, I did not put moisturizer. I gave myself like 2 hours before I applied this on, and just to see if it needed moisturizer. And I felt like my cheeks were super soft and bouncy, and I had this like brightening effect. My skin is very, very yellow tone and very blue under my eyes and blue on top of my eyes as well, on my eyelids. So when I put this on, I felt like it brightened me up here. I'll put some pictures of every product that I use just so you can get an idea of what I'm using. But it did brighten me up here. So I'm thinking maybe if I keep using it, and I only use like a smaller than a quarter, maybe like a nickel size amount, and rubbed it in. And it does tend to fade almost clear after the 10 minutes it tells you. Now, I'm the type that I'll put it on, I'll forget I have it on, and go and do other things, and then I come back, I'm like, oh crap. But it didn't do anything bad. Like, it didn't make me feel worse for leaving it on too long, or it didn't over dry me or anything like that. So I did like that, because like I said, I usually have a really bad effect when I put anything clay or anything like that. And I felt like this was really nice, and you get a decent amount, because like I said, if you use a small amount, very thin layer, it will last you. It is $35, but if you have issues with brightening your skin and evening it out, I think this would work really nice. So I'm very happy I have this. Okay, the next and last thing is the Illuminati cosmetic sponge, which is this one. It is used because I used it on the video, and it is huge. Like, it's huge. Like, it's funny. So I normally use the Real Techniques orange sponge, and I love it. It's my favorite. But I recently got into Jeffree Cosmetics sponges. It is a hot pink. Give me 1 second. It is this sponge, and I love it because look, it's so thin, and you can get under your eyes. You could turn it around. You can use it so many different ways, and it works amazingly. So I got this one and 2 minis for, they're normally retail about $17, but I was able to get them for $10 because I had a coupon for 20% off, and they were selling their products for 20% off as well. So I love them. I can't go back to Real Techniques, but that would be my next option. Now this one retails for $21, just this by itself. It's super big, so if you like big sponges, this is probably for you. I like more fluffy, softer sponges. This is a lot more firm and dense. Doesn't really bounce a lot back, and I always felt like I was hitting myself because I tend to like, you get like, go like really super fast and hit it hard. And with my Real Techniques or the Jeffree Star, it didn't feel like I was even doing anything to my face. It felt really nice. This one I felt the actual, I was like, ow, ow. Not really ow, but you know what I mean. Like, it just felt a lot firmer, and I'm not about that on my face. But I did like it for setting with the powder, just not in my eyes because you can't really get in there too much, too fast. But if you put the powder here and you set your face, that works really well too. Or just to remove any excess foundation and stuff like that, that would work good. But would I buy this again, or would I go out of my way to buy it? No, I wouldn't. I would stick to what I know is good and affordable. But this one for $21, I don't know if it would be for me. So that is all my products. Now I'm just gonna update you guys on future boxes in case you're interested in getting them. And if you're not, I'll put the timer down in the corner so you can skip right into the makeup video. Okay? So for the month of November, the prices are going to change for the box. For the same box, just a little bit bigger box, they're going to make bigger boxes, and the price is going to go up to $25 a month. And you will be getting 5 full-size products. You will be able to choose one of those products that you want to get and reserve it for your box. So that's awesome, because before you would just be like, I hope I get something I like, I hope I get something I like. And now you can at least get one item that you really want to get. So just that item itself, I think, is worth the $25. And the value for the box is gonna go up, I think, by $25 if I'm correct. So it might be $125. I'll put the price and all the information down below in the description box. And if you do sign up for this month, you will get Tarte Clay Play Face palette. It is a shaping palette, and or you would get the Tarte Tasty Pro Glow Cheek palette. So just by typing in the code TRICK or Tarte, you will get a free palette for joining. I joined last month, and I did get a Becca hydrating powder to set my makeup. Love it. I love that if you join, you get a gift. You can always cancel if you don't like your box, and you can always have a sneak peek of the box you're gonna get, so you can always cancel if you don't like the box. So that's a good option. Now my variation, like I said before, is 38, and there's gonna be a new box, actually, a box in between, so a box after this normal Boxycharm. It's called the Boxycharm Premium. That one is going to be valued over $175. It is going to be $35 a month. It's going to be 6 to 7 full-size products, and you get to choose one item yourself, and then it will still be free shipping. So that's awesome. That is something that's like, maybe you can treat yourself every other month or every few months. You can get that box, and it's such an awesome thing. But you have to have your Boxycharm, the regular Boxycharm, in order to qualify to get that one. And there is a wait list online, so you have to go and make sure you click on that to get it if that's what you want to do. So that is it for my video. I will be putting pictures and just a clip of my makeup look. Thank you guys so much. I hoped you enjoyed this video and that it gave you some good feedback. Let me know down below, what did you get in your box, and if you liked it or not. And I know there's some amazing products coming in next month. So thank you guys so much. Okay guys, so here is my face cleaned and ready to go. I did do my eyebrows already off camera just to speed up the video, and I'm going in with my NYX white base. I love using this when I know I'm going to use mattes or very light colors, or colors that probably won't pop as much. So that is what I'm doing, and I'm just dabbing it in, making sure that I even it out, but don't really want to take off the pigment from the eyelid. I just want to grab a brush next and just blend around the crease area just to thin it out a little bit, because the color I will be using there is a little bit darker, so it doesn't really matter whether I have a lot of that or not. Now I'm going in with my Marvelous Mauves palette, and I'm going in with the color Fluffy, which is the lightest color they have. I did wish in a way it was a little bit more brighter, or just had a little bit more white in it, just so that the ombre effect will look a lot better in the eye look, but it's okay. The white did still help it, and as you will keep seeing, there's just a lot of fallout. It goes all over my face, as well as whenever I hit it on the pan, you can just see how much there is flying everywhere. So that does suck, but it is just good pigment and it blends really nice. So that is why I think I do not mind all that fallout. And now I'm going in with the color Wishy Washy, such a cute name, and I'm putting that on my crease line, just making sure that it goes nice and deep. Now my eyes are very different. The eye I'm working currently on is really nice. It's wide, it's easy to work with. My other eye tends to be more of a sluggish eye. I can't explain it, but when I close it and I look up, that one closes in all the way. So my eyeshadows tend to wash off or blend in a lot on that eye. So that is why sometimes it looks a little off or a little different. But I just managed to figure out to do it a little bit higher on the crease, so that it gives that reflection of similarity from both eyes. So then I use that same exact color and I just put it towards the center, and I blend it a little bit down and go back into the crease. And then I go into Spaced Out, which is the fourth color, and it's more of a burgundy color, and that's what I put in the corner of my eye. I do it very gently, then I use a clean brush to blend it out. And I just want to smooth it out to make sure that there's no imperfections, or at least the ombre is not as harsh. And then I finally go in with Wine Stain. This one was extremely pigmented, but it's such a pretty color. I start off small, I do a little bit of amount, and I blend that out. And then I do go back in there with a little bit more and use that towards the end. Now, if you want it a lot more smoky and a lot more darker, I would say don't blend it out as much as I did. Keep patting it in little by little until you're able to move it so that the pigment strength stays there. Now I'm going in with my Glassy primer, And I do put this all around my face. I do skip my nose, and I always smell it. You will always see me smelling products in my videos. That is just what I do. That is the entire amount that I use for my whole face, and you will see how huge difference. Look at that. It kind of makes you look a little oily or a little shiny, like if you just ran a mile and came back and you're a little sweaty. It does give that effect, but remember, you're not just going to put this on by itself unless that's what you want to do. But most of the time you're going to do this underneath makeup, so that is why it's that oily looking, but it doesn't feel oily. It feels very moisturizing. Now I go in with my e.l.f. primer, and that is what I put just on my nose to cover up any pores or anything I have, and it is hydrating on me, so I do like that. I don't feel dry or anything. I don't even have to put moisturizer. Just putting on that primer works great. Now I'm going in with my orange corrector because I do have dark under eyes as well as a few pimples, and this is where I'm using the sponge. Now you see my reaction a lot. I don't say anything on the video, but it says everything. It doesn't blend my orange corrector as good as the Real Techniques or the Jeffree Star sponge, so that is why I keep going back and forth, and I keep looking at the camera to make sure it's not just me seeing this. But now I'm going in with my Colorstay foundation, my favorite foundation. It is very moisturizing. It is very glowy. If you have dry skin, I definitely recommend this foundation. Everything I use will be linked down below if you're interested in finding out what shades or what I use specifically. And I do go in a little bit darker because I have been a lot more tan than normal, and I just keep matching it to my shoulders and everything because my chest is not tanned. I do not, all my bathing suits are covered from my chest, or their halter, so I don't really tan that area, so that's why I can't base it off of that. I have to base it off of my shoulders, my arms, and then I do go in with a little bit lighter, which you could always fix. You know, you can always fix it, just don't go too dark or else it's going to be a little bit harder to fix. And I do blend it out. It does do the blending pretty decent. It's not that it's not doing its work. It is just for my hand, since I do have fibromyalgia with my hand, it is a bigger sponge to hold on to, and it is a firmer sponge, so I just found it to be a little bit more time consuming. And just so you see also, I have to keep turning it around to make sure I don't touch parts of my eyebrow and things like that. Now I'm going in with the lip gloss. I already finished my face, and I just put the lip gloss on top of a lip liner that matches my lipstick, my lipstick, and it wasn't my favorite. It's just a lip gloss, honestly. I didn't feel anything crazy, anything different. It does tingle and then have that minty taste, but it was sticky. I felt it sticky. And I'm just showing here the outcome of the makeup look. I really hope you guys do like this makeup look. It's a little bit more on the simple side, but I thought it was really nice, and I love how glowy my skin looks, so I definitely recommend a few of these products to definitely get. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. Thank you guys.